click for IB Biology. We're studying the environmental stability and change. In this particular video, we're going to look at the process which is known as rewilding or repurposing. There's a blank version of this presentation linked into the description that you can annotate with your own notes, and then you can take the quiz of 10 questions and check out the answers to evaluate your progress with this topic. Rewilding. The case that we're about to study is one which took place in New Zealand, largely under the influence of a single individual known as Hugh Wilson. Hugh was responsible for the ecological restoration of the Hinawa Reserve in the South Island of New Zealand. The restoration and rewilding of formerly agricultural lands follows as a consequence of issues such as the declining productivity of the soil, reduced crop production, and changes in the markets regarding those crops. Indeed, in Europe, under features such as the Common Agricultural Policy, formerly agricultural lands are now being supported by the European community to bring about the processes of rewilding, such as the ones that Hugh has done here. So Hugh's rewilding of an area in New Zealand is a very famous, largely because of his individual motivation to bring about the changes. The changes that Hugh brought about take advantage of the natural regeneration of particular species and that of this particular plant here, which is known as the gorse bush. Now, gorse resists the attempts of herbivores to consume it. It's quite resistant in that respect, and underneath the gorse it creates what would be called a nursery, a protected zone for the growth of plants that previously would have been consumed by herbivores. And this includes the seedlings of beech trees and the Kuka trees of New Zealand, both of which then can grow as seedlings beneath the protection of the gorse and then emerge above the gorse to promote their growth, and as a consequence of that, with the development of a canopy of either of the beech or the Kuka trees, will then displace the gorse from its location. With the trees in place, the food chains, primary productivity, the net primary productivity then increases, and as a consequence of that, food chains and food webs begin to develop. The diversity of the organisms in the environment also proliferates, and the ecology of the system is restored. I have included a link to a 30-minute video produced on Hugh's work, which is down in the description, which gives you an excellent introduction to the fine work of this individual. Rewilding. Below is the link to the next video on this change on ecological stability and change. We have the subscription button and, of course, the playlists, which I would like you to subscribe and click on to look at what we're doing in this topic. Thank you very much for listening.